Guys, welcome back to the garage. Welcome back to another episode. This one, we are probably going to try and put some pieces together. It's about time. It's been spread out all over the garage for like 2 weeks already, this little motor. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on the frame laps, and I'm going to start gapping the rings, checking those out. And then I'm going to write everything down. I'll come back. I'll tell you what the end result was and see how badly we were off as to why our cylinder walls were so scored. And yeah, we'll take it from there. But anyway, buckle in and unplug your keyboard. Let's go. Alright, so we got all our ring gaps measured out, and some of them are consistent. These two. This one, give me an NA because I broke the second ring taking it off. This one was really tight, cylinder 2. And I mean, still, like, I don't know, they all look equally scored. So I'm not totally sure. Anyway, I ordered a new set of rings so that I can replace that one because that's kind of going to hold us up today. These are wrong when I gapped them. I don't mind a 020. That should have been, you know, like a 021 or something. Like you can see here in my little service manual. Top ring 012, second ring 018, and then wherever the oil ring is, for that to 028. So pretty loose in the oil ring. These I should have just followed suit. So if that one was 20, I could have been, 024 or 021, something like that. Anyway, I should have opened the second one up a little bit more. It shouldn't have been tighter than the first one. Also, I appeared to have, I don't know if you can see it on this. You can't really see. You kind of see how there's a groove or like a lip on the bottom of that one? Well, I had all these ones in upside down. They got writing on the top side. Just here somewhere, and it's like a standard 1.6 bore, whatever. And I had them in upside down. So I don't know what kind of oil scraping that was doing. Like, that might explain some of the shredding on the block. Scoring. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna open up the secondary ones anyway to be like, I think I can leave them at a 020 for the first one. The top one, the secondary one, I think I might get it at least a 020 or 021. Match them all up the best I can, and then I'm gonna have to wait for another ring to come in so I can finish it. But I think should be safe to start putting the bottom end of this thing back together. So I'll flip it over and we'll start Plastigaging the crank and all the connecting rods and everything, get the new bearings in there, and then I only have one piston that I have to put rings on, plop it in, and then we'll be good to go. Also, got a fresh oil rear main seal because mine was pretty bagged out, and then inside the bell housing, oh, I washed it already. I can't even show you. That's barely even dirty. But anyway, it was coated with oil, so that's not good for clutches and stuff. All right, well, the Plastigage went well. I've never done it before, first time. Those packages are probably 8 years old. And this old Haynes manual is probably about the same. Is it a Haynes? Yeah, okay. Anyway, took my specs from this, wherever they are, and used that super accurate measuring device. And yeah, everything looks in spec. These two were just about too loose, just on the verge. But you know what? We'll just run a little thicker oil. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna put the thrust washers in and then start buttoning this thing up. I still got to do the connecting rods. First time using Plastigage, so I was YouTubing how to figure that out. So I figured, as a complete amateur, I better not show you guys anything like that. I just remembered I don't have any, well, actually I thought I did. I thought I had some assembly lube, but I don't, so we're just gonna give her a little bit of oil in there and then start sticking things back together. It'll have to be fine. Well, I think it's about time that I stop and tell you guys what I'm doing. Got the rings all gapped. All of our rods and mains have been Plastigaged, and they all turned out good. So everything is back together except for that one rod and piston, which is over there. And that's the one that I broke the ring on, so we're just waiting for that. That'll come in later this week. I got a full ring set coming, I guess. The front is all on. Water pump and oil pump is back on. The oil pump, I actually shimmed it. I didn't record any of that, but that's pretty easy to figure out if you guys just Google that one. You should give it a little more oil pressure, just a couple PSI. So every little bit helps, right? I didn't take the time to poured it out or anything fancy. Just cleaned it up, shimmed it, boiled the O-rings for the pump and that rubber gasket for the water pump housing. Just because they were rock solid. And yeah, just cheated a little bit, boil them for 20 minutes and then get a little more pliable. And that saves me from having to run out and find them and, you know, spend $20 or whatever they would be. So those are back in. Got a little coat of RTV around everything, so hopefully it doesn't leak. Got a new main, rear main seal installed. That one was, I don't know when the last time that was changed, but it wasn't good anyway. So got that plopped in there. And see, clutch and flywheel are all on. And we're just waiting now. We are waiting for one ring. One ring is holding us up. If it wasn't for that, if I wasn't in a hurry and didn't break that one, the bottom end would be back together and we would be putting the head on already. But Oh, what do you do? Things happen, right? So, yeah. Other than that, she's just chilling. I made sure to just oil up the bearings real heavy when I was putting everything together. I filled all the I don't know if you can see the hole in the crank. Filled all those up with oil as I was putting it together so that the bottom end should be nice and ready for a start. I made sure to go through them all the oil journals in the crank with a brush, clean them all out, made sure everything was as clean as I could get it in a garage like this, which is not very clean, but yeah, it is what it is. These are my new ring gaps. You can see we opened them up a little bit, the secondaries. I checked the oil ones, and they were all pretty consistent with, like, you know, if it was a 0.20 on the top ring, then it had made itself a 0.30. Same like with this one. So I pretty much, there was one oil ring that I opened up, and it's probably this one that's not consistent, 0.24, 0.20. That was on number 2. That was with the rings that were too tight to begin with. So open those up a little bit. Opened the whole setup actually, and yeah, so now it's a little bit bigger, but you know, whatever. They're all reasonably consistent. Trav actually stopped by and brought me some, I think it's screen door mesh. I don't know. It's steel anyway, super fine steel mesh. Yeah, just to make a screen on there, so you know, protect us a little bit from large pebbles, small pebbles, debris, road debris, small mammals, tiny flying objects. I don't know. It'll protect stuff anyway. It's way better than nothing. I got 2 pieces on there, so she's pretty fine. And then we just sacrificed about half a coupler and a band clamp. It's good to go. Looks mint. I like it. I think as I was looking at the scoring on the block, and I started checking stuff over with, you know, these numbers and whatnot, I never ran an air filter before, and I'm wondering if that had a lot to do with some of the deeper scores in it. So yeah, run an air filter. It was a street car, and I lived on a gravel road where I had to drive a little bit of gravel. I don't know what I was thinking. I was dumb, okay? I'm not much smarter now. Well, boys, we got our piston rings. Yeah, just throw them on the table, John. So I definitely had the old ones in there upside down. Secondary ring. Come on, focus. Focus. Remember how I showed you that kind of groove? Any day now. Yep. Okay. It's got a little bit of a lip on the bottom there. And there was writing on the top of the other ones. This one. And this thing. Can't even pick up. It actually says top. So yeah, sure enough, all my secondary ones, or second one down, they were all in upside down. Well, that's great. Alright, we get this thing gapped up and start putting this thing together. I have no idea where we left off, but as you can see, Motor's back in the car. My help. Guy did pretty much everything. I was pretty much just bossy and stood around. And
hey, you've had your
beer. So yeah, everything is hooked up. Everything should be ready to go. We got the plugs out of it. We got the distributor unplugged, so that should take care of any ignition and fuel. And just full of coolant, full of oil. I did pack the oil pump full of petroleum jelly, so we're going to spin her over for a little bit and build some oil pressure. And then we should be good to attempt a first start, I think. Another one? Another first start? It's only been like a month. How many first starts does one person need?
I think this is more like the actual official first start because you've done everything you want to do to it.
That's true. That's true.
So
we're going to see how this coolant bleeds out here. Hopefully it works well.
yeah, hopefully the cement works.
Alright, you just sit on the bench, we'll do the work.
Well,
we'll almost need to be shirtless and pantless for this.
It's too clean now. Well, we'll check for leaks or what? You want to hit the key?
That won't open.
Yeah, you got nothing, no leaks up here, bro. Okay. Right, just wait, I'll just double check the return. No, nothing. Hot? I wish it was that nice little rifle though. Like, oh yeah, it's just sucking my hand in there and my fingers.
Put the plugs in, fire it up.
Alrighty.
Tired of waiting.
Tired of waiting, he says. Sorry, I kind of messed them up the way you pulled them out, so.
They're all the same.
Shifter feel the same yet?
Yep.
Nice and
tight.
Oh, this should make you feel happy. It looks like you didn't even pull it out.
Yeah, which could be a good thing, or like, bro, why didn't you at least clean a little bit? I took it to the car wash. I had 7. No, I didn't. I had 3 minutes to clean it. I got there at 9:57 and they were closing at 10.
What do you torque them to, the plug?
I think it was 156 inch-pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Like 13 foot-pounds. Apparently. Since I'm a professional now and don't just impact me. Okay.
She's got oil, she's got coolant. Everything's connected.
Uh-oh.
What?
It's oil.
Oil?
Where are you coming from?
Oh, I see. It's kind of wet on the pan here.
Yeah. Oh, or was it just my pouring?
Could have been your pouring too.
Okay, let's wipe that off. We'll just keep a look on it.
Yeah, I kind of biffed it there with the coolant too, so. Oh, you got a big old spider. Ooh, not no more.
Alright, you want the honors and I'll just watch?
Hey, if that's what you want to do.
I'm okay with that.
We're good?
I think so.
Oh. Okay, start.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, shit! Yeah, buddy! Woo! Yes!
so good. 30 seconds in. Have to see once it warms up. When it's cold, it has some blow by.
Turbo's moving.
I can't see it through the screen. There we go. Now we got coolant to the idle control motor.
I just maxed out the heater. It's got heat.
Yeah? Already?
Probably got a big air pump with it.
Maybe shut it off, bud. We'll fabricate a 2-liter into a bleeder thing. Alright, we got a Ghetto Fab coolant bleeder here. Just kind of leaking everywhere, so that's good. You don't know if you have a leak or not, but anyway. We're gonna run with that. Just gets it up higher, gets the air bubbles out of it. If you'd be so kind as to do the thing with the key.
Going hot.
Okay.
We're going deadly.
Going deadly.
Okay, we're going hot.
Okay. What's up?
We're at 20 now. It must have been low on coolant, eh?
Oh yeah, how Hondas do when they're low on coolant.
That surge. And we got heat.
Now we just gotta let her idle for a little bit, let that thermostat open up. Got a little bit of a drip. Looks like a front main, must be front main seal. I should have done that one. My bad. I think we'll let her run till the fan kicks on here. See if we can't get most of the air out of it. How are we doing on coolant or on temp?
Gauge says it's...
The nub is...
I don't know if
The nub is in the middle.
No, not even quite. It's still...
Still warming up? You got heat? Oh yeah.
Heat max.
I don't think that thing works. I think it's disconnected.
Well, I connected it just...
Oh, did you?
But it only goes halfway. So.
Oh.
Yeah, we went up there on heat yesterday.
Mint. Hold her up. See if you can just bring it to like $2,000 and hold it there, if you don't mind. Shut her down. That was a bad noise. Whatever it did, it's sucking coolant into it now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can just see it, hey? Oh, yeah.
What on earth?
Check the oil.
Here, you hold this bad boy, please. That was a valve clatter.
Oh, would you gotta maybe tighten them again?
It came on pretty suddenly unless something came loose. That was good.
Oh, start it?
Yeah.
That's from the head.
Yeah. Watch her go to the farm tomorrow to get a different head.
No, don't say that.
Screwdriver.
No. Lift and separate, bro.
Yeah, lift and separate.
Oh, I could just see it just gross.
I didn't want her to leak. Dang it, Floyd.
Floyd or Ricky?
Ricky. Dang it, Corey. Maybe I'm happy with this oil. It shouldn't.
Because what'd you put in it?
1540. You know, good farmer oil.
Well, it's... You don't got shavings.
Fire it up. I'll make a mess, but
You just want to see what it's...
fire it up and see if I can see something. Here. I'll get splashed.
How long you want this thing running for? Like, a second?
No, just fire it up and then I'll yell at you.
Okay. Alright.
My dog thinks it's a bad idea anyway.
Probably. Alright, bro.
Okay. Oh, hold up.
Okay, yeah.
Need the fire maker happeners.
Oh yeah, you might want those, eh?
Don't try this at home, kids. All
We're
right.
not experienced mechanics.
Go ahead.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Oh, she's gonna be messy.
going hot.
Okay. Cut her down.
Found it?
No. Just made a mess everywhere. Well, I've no idea what that was, but it appears to have cured itself. So it's good. Just let it run for a bit, and yeah, she's quiet now. Not quiet enough for my neighbors, but quiet enough for me.
Hey, screw the neighbors. They'll survive. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, you're at half there? Oh, buddy. Or did it go up?
See my
Nope.
nub? Yeah.
Still at half.
About half, even with a cement-filled block, half filled.
She lives again.
Finally.
Woo!
Finally.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
shit, man. Almost knew what we were doing, eh?
Had me worried there for a minute. Of course, now I got oil all over everything, so there's that, but it was clean. Yeah. Sounds, I might need a little bit of valve adjustment again. We'll see. I do have heavier oil in there, so.
Yeah, you're dead half for temperature.
Good.
And it's, oh yeah, it's not heat.
Yeah, I'd finally opened the thermostat.
It's like at degree cold, 9 degree hotter than what it was with the open steam on it. It's kind of sad about here, and now it's just at half.
Just at half. Well, Hopefully that's good once we're making boost. All right, I think that's where we're gonna shut her down for today. I'm gonna have to shower with freaking dish soap.
Yep.
Yeah, you made it this far. Thanks. I appreciate you. We do have this man's project coming up here. A little bit of an all-wheel drive EG6.
EG6, yeah, with a K24A2 in it. So make sure you give this man a like and a subscribe if you do want to see that project on this channel. And
even if you don't, you're gonna see it anyway.
yeah, pretty much.
Just do the right
But show
thing.
the man some love. You know, you've already made it this far, so.
All right. Peace.